that I've got things that I'm great at. I mean, there are things I do really well. I'm good at vision, I'm good at some things. But I'm great, but I'm just good at marketing. And one of the prisons that entrepreneurs get into is this idea if they continue to do what they're good at, or it's what's fun. It's like, no, get it out of there. Focus on what you are great at, the things that people talk to you and say, how do you do that? And for you, it's just natural. And I realized, I thought back to having that lunch, having that time with Connor. And I had this opportunity to find a mirror image of me, somebody that I could work with, a leadership partner. And because I was so intent on holding on to all of it, I wasn't interested in having him be a part of it. His name's Tim Cook. Tim says something like this: I couldn't care less about the limelight. Notice how that's a little different than Steve Jobs? All I want to do is run the machine. I don't care about products. Mirror image to Steve Jobs. I was on a panel with a group of entrepreneurs, and I asked this great question. Somebody asked this great question: what do you suck at? And it was, I mean, these are experienced entrepreneurs, you know, very successful. And hands went up. Ooh, 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 call on me, call on me. It was the idea, basically, of celebrating the idea that they said, oh no, I just hate finance. I'm just lousy at finance. Or go, operations. I'm just crappy at operations. So this was a big aha for me, the recognition that you have to understand and find a leadership partner. I hadn't done that. I got a chance to watch it. What I did do, which is an odd thing when you sell a company, is I stuck around for 3 years. I became a founder in a merged company. Now, there's a very narrow set of people that have been through this experience. I think there's probably an acronym for it. But founder in a merged company, here's the analogy. Imagine that you have a very good marriage with kids, and then you have an amicable divorce. And you, as the father, are allowed to live in a guest room in the house, and you're allowed to provide input on how the kids are raised, but that input doesn't have to be listened to or not. But you're welcome to stay there for 2 or 3 years. That's what being a founder in a merged company feels like. It's a hugely humbling experience. I stayed there 3 years. Because what happened is I got to watch somebody else run my company. And I found out that there are some things as an entrepreneur, because I'm an entrepreneur, that I'm really crappy at. And there's some things I'm really, really great at. And I found out the difference. Because I got to watch how they untangled what we'd gotten ourselves into. And I got to watch somebody that was a master at the kind of things that I couldn't do.